Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear students, I am Aftab Alam Zikriya Muqaddam from Mechanical Engineering Department. Today we are here for important session on numerical of Otto cycle. In this numerical, we are going to determine efficiency of Otto cycle, net work done, that is power produced by this cycle, heat added and heat rejected, and some more parameter related to the efficiency of Otto cycle. So here is this important numerical. Just all of you look on that problem. So here we have this important problem. In ideal Otto cycle, the pressure and temperature at beginning of compression are 1 bar and 20 degrees centigrade. Heat added during constant volume process is 250 kilojoule per kg. Determine first one maximum cycle temperature, second air standard efficiency of cycle, third one if compression ratio is 8, determine net work done, and fourth one heat rejected by the system. For this, it is given that Cv is equal to 0.718 kilojoule per kg and adiabatic index is equal to 1.4. So, dear friends, we'll move on to solution of this problem. For that we'll follow this stepwise procedure. So first of all, we'll list given data of this problem. So given data for us, initial pressure P1, that is 1 bar, we'll convert it into Newton per meter square by multiplying 10 raised to 5. Then we have initial temperature, that is T1, and it is equal to 20 degrees centigrade. We'll convert it into Kelvin by adding 273. So this is 293 Kelvin answer. Next thing given, that is heat added to the system, that is QA, which is equal to 250 kilojoule per kg. The next thing, that is compression ratio is given, and compression ratio RC is equal to 8. Again, this compression ratio is written as V1 upon V2 and it is again equal to 8. Then coefficient given, that is specific heat at constant volume 0.718 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Then we have next, that is parameters to find. First one, thermal efficiency, maximum temperature, then air standard efficiency of Otto cycle. Then next one we have work done, that is net work done required, and fourth thing heat rejected from the system. So let's have from this given data we'll solve this important numerical. So for that we have step number 1. In step number 1, we will find out temperature after compression. So to determine this temperature after compression, we'll draw PV and TS diagrams. So here are these diagrams. This is PV diagram where I will represent various processes. So these are various process from 1 to 2. It is adiabatic compression. 2 to 3 constant volume heat addition. 3 to 4 adiabatic expansion. Then 4 to 1 is constant volume heat rejection. So TS diagram is like this. Since for 2 to 3 volume is constant, we'll write V2 is equal to V3, and similar fashion we'll write for 4 to 1 V1 is equal to V4, and V1 is initial value of volume. So here 1 to 2, that is adiabatic compression. For that entropy S1 is equal to S2. Then we have next process 2 to 3, that is constant volume heat addition. Then 3 to 4. 3 to 4 we have adiabatic or isentropic expansion. So again, for isentropic expansion also the entropy remains constant, and we'll denote that entropy as S3 is equal to S4, and 41 process we have heat rejection process. So after drawing this TS diagram, we'll mark the region that is having maximum temperature. So maximum temperature of the cycle is T3. So we'll write this maximum temperature of the cycle T3, which is to be found out. Then we have region number 2 and region number 1. Region number 1 initial temperature T1 before compression, T2 temperature after the compression, which is also to be found out. So in step number 1, we'll find out temperature after compression for the isentropic process 1 to 2. So in this process entropy remains constant. For this we have relation T2 divided by T1 is equal to RC raised to power gamma minus 1. Initial temperature, that is T1 value, we have 293 Kelvin. Then compression ratio RC we have 8, and adiabatic index we have 1.4. So we will substitute T2 divided by 293 is equal to 8 raised to 1.4 minus 1. So here T2 upon 293 is equal to 8 raised to 0.4. So after calculating, we'll get the value of T2, which is 673.13 Kelvin. So this is the first answer we found for temperature after compression. Next, in step number 2, we are going to determine maximum cycle temperature. Maximum cycle is the point number 3, that is T3. So by relation of heat added, QA is equal to mCV into bracket T3 minus T2. We have heat added value 250 kilojoule per kg, comma CV is equal to 0.718 kilojoule per kg. In problem, since mass is not given, therefore to solve this problem, we will assume value of mass m. We'll take it 1 kg. And now we're going to substitute these values in above equation. 1 multiplied by 0.718, that is CV value. T3 is the maximum cycle temperature to be found out. Then T2 already we found 673.13. So we'll substitute value of QA, that is 250, and other value already we have substituted. So now we are going to calculate this value T3. So T3 value we found 1021.31 Kelvin. So this is the maximum temperature T3 of cycle which is asked in your question. So we'll mark this as our required answer of maximum cycle temperature. So next we're going to determine other required value. So step number 3. In that we are going to determine air standard efficiency of Otto cycle. For this air standard efficiency, we have relation efficiency of Otto cycle is equal to 1 minus 1 upon RC raised to power gamma minus 1. We have RC is equal to 8 and gamma value 1.4. So we'll substitute in above equation. So efficiency of Otto cycle is equal to 1 minus 1 upon 8 raised to power 1.4 minus 1. So therefore this efficiency after calculation we found efficiency of Otto cycle is equal to 0.5647. Now we'll convert this value in percentage by simply multiplying 100. Therefore, efficiency of Otto cycle is equal to 56.47%. So this is the required answer. Now we are moving to step number 4 to determine the net work done by the system. So for the net work done, we'll again use the relation of efficiency of Otto cycle, that is net work done upon heat supplied QA. Already we have efficiency value in fraction 0.5647 and heat added value already we have, that is 250 kilojoule. Therefore net work done is equal to 0.5647, which is multiplied by 250. So after calculating this, we have the final answer for net work done, 141.17 kilojoule per kg. So this is the next required answer of this problem, net work done by the system. And last step number 5, to determine heat rejected by the system. So for this we will take the relation of net work done, QA minus QR. Net work done we have 141.47, then heat added already given 250 kilojoule minus QR. We'll shift QR to the left side and we'll subtract 141.47 from 250. Therefore heat rejected by this system is equal to 108.8 kilojoule per kg. So this is the next required answer of heat rejected by the system. So lastly, we'll list the all final answers of this problem. First one, we have found maximum cycle temperature, that is T3, which is equal to 1021.31 Kelvin. Then next one is efficiency of Otto cycle, which is equal to 56.47%. Then third one, that is net work done, which we already found 141.4 kilojoule per kg. Then last one, heat rejected by the system, which we have found 108.8 kilojoule per kg. Hope so, dear students, you enjoyed today's very important session, that is problem on Otto cycle. In next sessions, inshallah, we'll meet with numericals on other important cycles. So to view that, subscribe my YouTube channel Aftab Alam Mukaddam. That's for today. Thank you very much for watching.